Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have made a video very similar to this one in the past where I shared some of my favorite home workout apps, but it's been a little bit of a while and I feel like I have finally gotten in a routine where I'm like, these are the workout apps that I don't foresee myself ever canceling my subscription or just changing unless something drastic happens or I somehow find something that I'm so obsessed with. But I do feel very confident that the ones that I have right now are like the ultimate workout apps for home workouts that I am just obsessed with. So whether you love working out at home or you're trying to get into a routine, I wanted to share these with you and hopefully it'll help you make a decision. But if you have any questions, also happy to chat about it. So without further ado, I'm going to start with the Form app. This is by Sami Clarke. It started off with being workouts by Sami, but now she's really grown into having 4 different trainers. Well, her being one of them. So there's Sami, who is, the OG. You can do like Pilates, strength training with her. But there's also Kaylin Brooke, who does an amazing job, especially if you do like prenatal, postnatal. And in general, she has some really fun Pilates classes. There's Brynlee Joyner, and she does a lot of like gym training, strength training. She does have a gym program actually, which is really cool if you're trying to get back into the gym or you're afraid of the gym and you want somebody to like guide you through it. You can use the app and like her workouts. And then there's Grace Fair, which I believe Grace was the latest addition. And she is the best. She does so many like sculpt Pilates bar workouts. It's unreal. I just finished her program not too long ago, her 14-day sculpt program, and it was so good. I was like, I need this to be like a 30-day series or something more because it was so good. If I had to say some of the things that I'm most obsessed with from the Form app is one, the playlist. They're absolutely unreal. I think that Sami has mentioned a few times that she has a friend that is a DJ that just typically puts together some of her playlists, but they're so good. The songs are always just motivating and inspiring and upbeat and fun and just really get you through the workout. I also love just the workouts themselves. I feel like they're very challenging, but in a good way, not in like a, it's too hard to do, but it's definitely not one of those where you're like, oh, I just finished a workout and I feel like I barely worked out. No, these classes are intense, even if they're only 20 to 30 minutes. I also love the fact that they have a weekly schedule, so you really don't have to do any thinking. Like you just decide if you want to do a Pilates schedule, a Pilates and strength, a strength, or a gym option. They have so many different programs. As I mentioned, I recently did Grace's 14-day sculpt program and it was amazing. I rarely do their programs though, like I mostly just use their weekly schedule. I've also done Kaylin's advanced mat Pilates program, which was also really good. But I think that honestly, those are the only 2 programs that I've completed. Other than that, I just go strictly by the workout schedule, the weekly workout schedule, and I typically go by the Pilates and strength workout schedule. So the one that combines them both, it's typically Monday, Wednesday, Friday is Pilates workouts, and then Tuesday, Thursday, they do strength. And then they have a weekend workout. I would say the app itself is very easy to manage and just like select whatever you want to do. As I mentioned, if you really don't want to think about anything, you can just go through the weekly schedules and you just have a drop down for the day of the week, and then it'll tell you exactly what workout to do. When it comes to the workout themselves, it does have a little description so that you know what to expect, and they also list the equipment that you'll need, which is so important to me because I want to know like, okay, I have all this stuff ready to go. Here's everything, no excuses, just get the workout done. They list out their most popular programs, but again, you can literally choose from so many of them. They also show you the most recent classes that they've added. They also have a mindfulness section. I do feel like there's quite a few classes that Sami starts where she, or like the Sami does, where she starts off with a meditation or like a really nice affirmation before you really get into the workout. So she's also very much into mindfulness, which I love. Although if meditations is something that is really important to you, I feel like the next app that I'm going to talk about in just a moment has the best meditations. Another thing that I love with the Form app is their nutrition section. They have so many recipes and I love that it's all filtered by breakfast, lunch, dinner, protein packed. I do a lot of the recipes from the protein packed section and it's been so good because it's just so filling and nutritious, and I feel like it's really helped me with my goal of eating more protein, which is something that I told myself that I was going to focus on at the beginning of the year, and I feel like it's been great to just really have access to that. So easy, I don't have to do any thinking. I literally just open it and there's a bunch of different options for high protein meals, and there's a couple programs that also come with the meal guides and like the grocery guides. So especially Brynlee's programs, I feel like come with those. I think mostly because they're at the gym, so they're like very much like strength heavy. You need a lot of recovery for that muscle that you're building. But overall, I feel like their nutrition section is so good. The meals are delicious and the meals are very much like nutrient dense, which I really appreciate. They do offer a 7-day free trial if you're interested in trying it and just giving it a shot and see how you feel about it. And they have monthly and annual subscriptions. Obviously, you save more if you go with with the annual route. But if you feel like that's too much to commit to, you can always do the monthly subscription. As far as cost goes, the annual plan is $179.99 a year and the monthly plan is $28 a month. If you are ready to commit to an annual plan though, I do have a referral code that gives you 20% off. So I'm gonna add that in the description in case you are interested. You can get 20% off your annual membership. I will say, out of all the apps that I use, there is something about the Form app that I feel like really transforms my body. The more consistent that I am with the Form workouts, the more I feel like my body just really tones and leans out. And I don't mean it in a negative way to the other apps that I'm about to talk about, because I also love them just for the pure joy of working out. But I feel like when I'm really like needing to tone up and lean out, there's just something about the Form workouts that just gets me there very quickly. I think maybe just my body responds really, really well to Pilates and the combination of Pilates and strength. So again, when I go that route with Form, I just really notice like huge differences faster than with the other workouts that I do. But overall, I just feel like I go through phases where my body's like, you know what, today I'm really feeling some yoga. And for that, I use an app that I'm about to talk to you about. So while yes, looking good is part of the reason why I work out, I will say I've gotten to the point in my life where I just genuinely enjoy working out and I prioritize the workouts that make me feel good. And so there will be times where I'm like, you know what, I just really want to do the workouts that I enjoy regardless of what it's doing to my body in terms of like losing weight or anything like that. This is not necessarily related to the workout app, but Form does also have an apparel line. So the Form activewear is super cute, super nice. I don't own any of it because quite frankly, I haven't purchased activewear in some time now, but it looks really cute. All the trainers are for the most part wearing them during the workouts. And it just looks really nice. So if you're also very much like me of the mindset that when you wear something cute, you're more likely to work out harder or better, I do love that they also have workout apparel. Moving on to the second app, which I've basically hinted at multiple times. It's the Studio KSL app by Katrina Scott. So I actually mentioned Katrina in my last video that I did about workout apps because she was part of a different workout app. She was the co-founder of Tone It Up, and I did Tone It Up for many, many years. But honestly, after Katrina left Tone It Up, it just didn't feel the same for me personally. I still hold a lot of love and appreciation for Tone It Up, especially because it helped me learn so much about working out and eating healthy and all these things. I truly just love Katrina's energy, and so the moment that she left, I just didn't feel like I wanted to continue with Tone It Up. And for the longest time, she wasn't really doing anything in terms of sharing her workouts, but I am so glad that she ended up coming back to teaching because she was literally born for this. Like, I genuinely mean it when I say that she's one of those instructors that will just change your life, and she has such like positive energy and love for training that it just radiates through the screen. And so she started teaching on Instagram Live, and it was super fun just connecting with her again and being able to do her workouts. And it was really cool doing it live because there were other people connected there. You know, everybody was working out together, even if we were all from home, but it was still really cool. And all of this evolved into her creating her own app now. So Studio KSL is her own app, and it is absolutely amazing. I personally gravitate towards Katrina's yoga classes as well as some strength training. So that's what I was talking about, is like there's times in my life where I just really want to do a nice yoga flow or something more restorative. Katrina does amazing when it comes to yoga, and she does all types of yoga. You know, you'll find like a restorative, relaxing yoga flow, but you will also find a really good like sculpt yoga that is going to be intense, but really, really fun. And so when I feel like I'm in a yoga phase, I definitely go towards her. And also when it comes to strength training, I really do love her workouts. One other thing that I absolutely love about Studio KSL and Katrina specifically is that she typically does a lot of live workouts throughout the month, especially on Saturdays. So you get to, again, connect with her live, connect with other people that are working out at the same time. And it just kind of really gives this sense of being in the studio, but in the comfort of your own home. The app itself has a community tab, so you're able to actually connect with other people, which I really love that. You can chat with them, you can just chat with Katrina as well, do a little daily check-in. You can tell that she's put so much thought into this because it doesn't feel like just an app. You can really just log in there and do your workout, but at the same time, she has prompts for journaling, an opportunity to connect with each other and connect with her. And overall, it just feels like a very complete app. She does also offer some nutrition options. It's not specifically like a nutrition plan, but she does have a lot of recipes that you can replicate or just get some inspo from. And she does a lot of challenges. So the thing that I love about her challenges is that they are a little bit longer. When it comes to challenges, like workout challenges, I like to do challenges that are at least 4 weeks. I feel like I really can commit to it like that if it's closer to 30 days minimum. And so I love that her challenges typically are about like 6 to 8 weeks. She also has a studio schedule. It is just a one, weekly schedule. So it's not like you have the option to say, oh, this week I want to do just yoga workouts. If you are like one of those people, especially like me, that you don't want to wake up and think about what workout you're going to do, you just want to be told. I love that I just log in and I'm like, okay, it's a Tuesday, it's a Wednesday, it's a Thursday, and these are my workouts of the day. You can also filter through different body parts. So if like today you're feeling like an upper arm workout or like an upper body workout, you can do that. Core, same thing, lower body, anything like that. And Katrina is a mom. She's a mom of 3 adorable girls. And so she's also done pre and postnatal workouts. And she has a whole section for you if you are in that phase. So I really love that because I feel like any woman can work out with her at any point or any stage in your life. Like whether you're not pregnant at all, you're pregnant, you're postpartum, she has a workout for everyone. I mentioned that when it comes to meditations, I love Katrina. If you're looking for an app that has amazing meditations, I would say the Studio KSL app does amazing. Katrina's meditations are so insanely good. She, like I mentioned, has this amazing energy that you just feel through the screen or through your headphones. There's just so much love in her, honestly. And I feel like she does an amazing job at translating all that into her meditations. And so I personally love listening to her meditations. She has walking meditations, journaling meditations, regular, close your eyes and listen to her meditations. And she's always working on incorporating more. So if that's something that's important to you or that you really want to start adding to your daily practice, I would say 10 out of 10 Studio KSL has amazing meditations. There's also a shop section because Katrina, not only is she a trainer, she also knows a lot about nutrition. And so she has protein powders, she has collagen powders, colostrum. Actually, technically the collagen is colostrum infused. And there's also creatine. And on the workout shopping side, there is a lot of workout equipment. So you can have a physio ball, a like Pilates ball, a yoga mat, booty bands, ankle weights, hats, socks, a water bottle. There's literally so much. So like anything that you need to get started, she's got it. And I personally have her workout equipment and I absolutely love it. Her yoga mat is so good. It's thin, but it's thick enough where you feel supported and it has amazing grip. So I love it, as well as the rest of the equipment. I love that you also get to have a calendar view so that you can track your workouts, which to me is like really cool because then I get to see like, okay, I did this workout and I did it on this day, or this is what I did this week when it came to working out. Just something to like keep an eye on it and just like really track your progress, especially if you're really starting to form the habit of working out. I feel like that's something really beneficial because you get to really look back on it. I don't know, at least I personally love that feeling of like checking it off and saying like, yes, I did my workout today. So that's pretty cool. One other type of workouts that she has that I find it really cool, I personally don't do it because I just like to do guided workouts, but if you're more of a person that just wants to be told the types of moves to do, but you want to do them yourselves at your own pace and with your own music and anything like that, she has what she calls studio sessions where you can decide on a specific workout and it's just her like doing the move so that you see what the move is like and you get the timer and everything, but she's not like actually filming the entire video walking you through the entire workout. So if you're more of like a, you know what, I don't want to play a video of somebody working out at the same time as I am, I just want to see the moves, that's an option that you have where you can also play your own music. You can also get a 7-day trial for this app to try it out before you commit, and you also have an annual and a monthly subscription option. The annual is $199 a year, and I also have 20% off, so I'm also going to leave that link in the description in case you are interested in that. But if you're not ready to commit to the annual subscription, you can also do the monthly one, which is $27.99 a month. Now, last but not least is the Alo Wellness Club app. This is also formerly known as Alo Moves. I have done a couple of videos reviewing this app because it has gone through a lot of changes, and I feel like right now is the best that it's been. Transparently, the reason why I've not canceled this app throughout all the years that I've had my, like ups and downs with it is because I was able to get an offer where I locked in an amazing price for life. And I do feel like this app has some amazing bar workouts that I'm like, when I want to do them, they're there. And right now, like, because I was able to lock in that price for life, it's just hard for me to say, no, I don't want to keep this app because I still do use it. Not as much as the Form app or the Studio KSL app, but still. Now, the Alo app has pretty much any workout that you can possibly think of. Like, they have a bunch of different trainers. And so if you want to do a running class, if you want to do dancing, Pilates, bar, yoga, literally anything you can think of, they have an option for it. The one downside of that is because they offer so many different things, if you like a specific type of workout more than another, you're probably not going to get as fresh content as often. What I mean by that is they might have a time period where they release a new dance program, and then they release a yoga program, and then they release a weightlifting program. And then it's been like a few months until they finally release a bar program, which is, in my case, what I love doing through their app. I'll complete the program and then it'll be a couple months before they have some like consistently new workouts for that type of workout. So that's why I basically do the Alo app app when they release something new that I'm like, I'm really excited about this. And then once I complete it, I typically have to wait until I can go back to that one. I personally love doing workouts with Tawny Janae. She does some like sculpt and yoga workouts. Emily Sfera is amazing for bar, and she has some amazing bar classes and bar programs. And Bianca Melas does a phenomenal job with Pilates. So those three, I basically am always taking their classes. And anytime they release a new program, I'm like, I'm on it. That's what I'm gonna do next. However, if you really like more traditional meditating, they do a phenomenal job with that. They also have a lot of breath work. So if you're interested in trying breath work, they also have a lot of different options. They have different series. So that's where you can do like a yoga series, you can do a HIIT series, you can do a strength training series. And they also have some like mindfulness and educational videos. So anything from like just some basics of nutrition, like foundations of nutrition and things like that, you can also learn a lot from them. If you are somebody that really enjoys just all types of movement or potentially gets bored easily from like one consistent type of movement, I feel like the Alo Moves or the Alo Wellness Club app would be ideal for you because you have so much variety. So like I personally, like I said, gravitate mostly towards Pilates, bar, strength training, and yoga just really when I'm feeling it. I have a lot of different options in the Alo Moves app, but I'm definitely missing out on a lot of things like their HIIT classes, their dance classes, their running classes, their actual like true strength training classes, their very professional yoga classes or like advanced yoga classes. I mean, I'm fully aware that I'm not maximizing it as much as I could just because I'm very particular about the types of workouts that I enjoy. But you know what? I'm comfortable with that. Like I like what I like and I want to move my body in a way that makes me happy. So that's what I prioritize. One of my biggest complaints many years ago when I started using this app was that their filtering section was not the greatest, but now they've really improved it. So you can filter by workout types, by instructors. They have some really cool playlists. So things like, for example, if you're really into cycle syncing or learning more about it, they have a whole cycle syncing playlist where they basically tell you like, these are the workouts to do during your luteal phase, during your menstrual phase, during your ovulation phase, like all these things. And it's very complete. So I love that because it got to like, it really taught me about my body and how much better I felt when I did those workouts and I actually followed some of the cycle syncing practices. Because Alo is, I feel like at least at its core, a yoga brand and a yoga platform. They obviously have a big focus on yoga. So if you're trying to learn some inversions or just really improve your practice, I feel like this is an amazing app because they have instructors that can teach you anything and everything, and you can really progress in your yoga practice, which is phenomenal. That's something that you're interested in. And like I said, they also have a lot of wellness series. So if you want to get better at sleeping, just like really setting up a nice routine, or even they have like a facial, like a yoga for the face program. So it's really cool. I actually haven't done it. I've done a couple of the classes, but I wasn't consistent with it. But I thought it was really cool that you can literally even have a yoga for the face program. And like I said, they also have a lot of like personal growth things, some journaling, meditations, just messages in general that you can listen to feel inspired and motivated. Back to the filtering comment, again, like initially it felt like it was really hard to filter by a lot of different things in this app. Now, like I said, you can filter through the, you know, type of workout, the instructors, the equipment, the body part that you're targeting. Like they've literally, it's like they took that to heart. I'm not saying that they actually watched my video. I'm just saying like, I'm assuming a lot of people had that feedback and they took that to heart and they were like, here's everything, and they delivered. Now, as I mentioned, I have a really good annual price that I locked in for life, and I'm realizing now that I'm looking this up, they're actually offering it right now as well, which is $99 a year for life, which is lower than any of the other apps that I just talked to you about. And again, it offers a lot of different things. So if you are okay with just having a variety of workouts and knowing that you might not get new workouts in a specific type that you enjoy, like if you're okay with maybe not getting a new bar workout for another like 3 months and that's fine with you, like this would definitely be an app that works because it is the most affordable one by far and it has literally everything. But if you're not ready to commit to a full year, they do have a monthly option for $12.99 a month, and they offer a 14-day free trial. Anyway, I hope that this was helpful. As I mentioned, I'm gonna leave a link in the description for the Form app and the Studio KSL app with my referral code so that you get 20% off an annual membership if you are interested. But I'll leave a link to all three of them so that you can find them easily. But I hope that this was really helpful if you are making the decision into, you know, different workout apps or trying to work out from home. If you do pick one of them, let me know which one you ended up choosing, or if you decide to do the free trial for all of them and you have a particular one that you like more than the other, let me know as well. But as I mentioned, I hope that this was helpful. I hope that it gave you enough ideas and clarity into what these apps are like and why I like them the most. But if there's anything you want to talk about, you can always just leave that in the comments section. I'm happy to chat with you about these apps or anything else you want to talk about. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a like, a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.